The Ooni of Ife has actually leaned a supporting hand onto his wife, Dr. Elizabeth, because of some of the ill treatments that all the wives of the Ooni consistently want to put on her. The Ooni is telling them, not on my watch. Hello everyone, it's D and Z TV once again, and we are super excited to have all of you here with us. We want to say thank you for coming, and we want to say, if you've not subscribed to our channel, or go ahead, subscribe to the channel right now, click on the notification button, comment, like and share our videos, and if there's anything you want to talk about on this channel, let us know, and we will definitely dissect it for your viewing pleasure. So right about now, Ooni is actually, I like the way and method the Ooni is actually taking to actually bring peace back to his palace. Yes, he's actually trying everything possible to see that he activates peace in the palace. And the only way he wants to do this is by trying to give a protective hand to everybody who is actually around him. There are a lot of, a couple of his Oloris who actually do not have the wherewithal to fight for themselves. Yeah, those ones who don't have the power to fight for themselves, the Ooni is actually making arrangements to make sure that at every point in time they have a covering that is covering them, so that he does not want to expose them to the kind of dangers he exposed Naomi to. Now, one good thing about the Ooni is that he has been able to take responsibility now for the mistake he made in the time past. It was actually the hand he gave to the other Oloris about Naomi that made them to now begin to take Naomi for granted, that made them now begin to behave in some very callous ways. So right now, the Ooni has made up his mind that if it's protection, he will always give protection to some of his wives who are a little bit weak. And one of them now happens to be Dr. Elizabeth, who is one of the Oloris of the Ooni of Ife. Now, Dr. Elizabeth came at a point in time when Ooni was having some serious marital issues with Queen Naomi. In fact, it was that time when Naomi left. That is when Dr. Elizabeth came. And Elizabeth came with so much energy to come and learn from Naomi, because the Ooni had actually told her so many things. Yes, the Ooni of Ife told Dr. Lizzy so many things, and also even opened up to Dr. Lizzy that if she really wants to grow, what she should do is to make sure that she puts into perspective people she should learn from. She should try to learn from people like Naomi. And Naomi is the only person that can set her right. Naomi is the only person that can give her a meaningful advice, an advice that she can actually use and develop herself. Unlike all the other Oloris who actually have not been able to build themselves to a level where they will have understanding of how things should be run. Now, there was an event that the Ooni attended with Lizzy, and in that event, Miriam too was in that event. When they now got to the event, normally when the Ooni goes out with some of these Oloris, he at times goes out with two people at a time, and his favorite at the point in time, something with polygamy is your favorite is always changing. Favorite cannot be stable for a very long time. So there are days where his favorite, he could change a favorite today, he could change a favorite tomorrow. So on this particular day, he went out with Miriam and Lizzy, and the Ooni specifically told Lizzy to be on his right, because people always put their favorites on their right, then put people who are not too favorite on their left. So they only told Lizzy to be on her right. That was the instructions when they were leaving the palace. Now, when I got to the event, before you say Jack Robinson, Miriam already moved and started walking with Ooni on the right. And at this point now, do not forget, The Oni has already given instructions to all of them. He told Miriam, you're going to be on my left. Then Lizzy, you're going to be on my right. But when they got to this particular event, what happened? Miriam just jumped and now came to the right. So at that point now, Lizzy now got a little bit confused. Lizzy didn't know what to do. She was just helpless. The Oni was now like, but this wasn't the agreement. This wasn't the plan. Dr. Lizzy, why are you now slacking behind? Come in front now. Then Dr. Lizzy now gave the Oni a signal. When he now gave him that signal, he now realized that it was just the manipulation from Miriam that now made her to stop back. Oni got a little bit very furious. That why is it that each time he has something important to do or say, Miriam would always look for a way to scuttle it. That right now he came out because he needed peace of mind. He came out because he just needed to rest, to come and have some fun. And now, as usual, now Miriam has come again to disrupt the peace that he so desired and wished. That was how the Oni cancelled that outing. Oni cancelled that outing and asked the convoy to turn back immediately. Now, the CSO and other protocol officers were now trying to explain to the Oni that, Oni, you're already here. Do not be nice for us. So I said, no. Nobody should tell me anything. I'm actually not in the mood right now. All I want right now is just to go back to the palace. That's how the convoy now turned and went back to the palace. So the question now is, Miriam, are you happy now? Yes. Are you happy now? Are you fulfilled now? That at least for once, you've disrupted the Oni's outing again with your evil acts. And I begin to wonder, begin to imagine, how does she always feel when she does these things like this? Does she feel excited? Does she feel happy? Does she, I really want to know her excitement level, because as far as I'm concerned, a woman is actually not supposed to behave like this, especially in circumstances where you have been properly schooled and warned to desist from things that disrupt the circumstance or place. So the truth is that Miriam just needs someone to tame. That's the simple truth. She needs someone that can tame her. So if Oni cannot tame her, then I begin to wonder who can tame her. Just like the story that they normally ask, who can bail the cat? A group of rats met and had a meeting that the cat is their problem. So they should now put a bell on the neck of the cat, so that when it's coming, they can hear it and run away. Everybody agreed that, oh my God, it was a nice idea. But the question now is, who can bail the cat? That's actually a question and answer session for another day. Thank you, and see you some other time.